Welcome everyone on our first episode of our First Diamond BNI chapter. We are introducing today one of our chapter members who is going to be Jan Drahoš.
Hello there.
Jan, while we started, why don't you first tell us a little bit more, who are you?
As a person or as a businessman?
As a person, let's start from there.
I would say I'm more like slow, gentleman, old school guy.
In a young school body?
Yeah, exactly like this. In the past, I was very interested in swimming. So I swam like in my childhood every day.
Ooh.
So that was.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was my past, but right now I'm more like into games, or in the past I was into games, into computer games. Today I love just one game, and that's a game of entrepreneurship, I would say.
Ooh, what a way to alley-oop yourself. And Jan, why don't you tell us more about your business? What do you do?
So it's also like coming from my past, because in my past I basically like grow up on YouTube. So I just love videos. So today I basically create like a business around videos. I just help people to first of all take the videos, edit the videos, and publish the videos. I am helping entrepreneurs and companies to do like YouTube marketing, which is like the basic marketing, but it's just on YouTube. So me and my agency, YTube agency, we basically care just on YouTube and helping different entrepreneurs, first of all in Czech Republic and also all around the world.
Very nice. And how long have you been a BNI member?
Oh my God, it's like 4 or 5 months right now. I don't really know. It was so fast.
Okay. Well, I think it's around 4 or 5 months. Yeah. There was a December
like
holiday and everything in between. Okay. And what's been the best part about BNI so far?
Oh my God, best part. For me, I would say it's like nearly every meeting which we have, but personal ones, in person. We just come up to some place, mostly in Prague, in the center, and I love to just see everybody and talk to everybody. It's great to really, the recognition of like meeting the people, it's amazing for me.
Love that. And why did you decide to join BNI?
I was introduced to BNI really like through, I would say, a random situation, because one guy, my friend, I would say, my colleague, basically asked me if I can substitute for him on one meeting. It was Czech meeting of Prague Bridges, and I was there. I was really happy about it, really excited, because I have never been on some event like this. And I saw so many people, like new faces, new businesses, and everybody just wanted to talk to each other and maybe cooperate there. So I was really excited about it, about BNI. And I heard about English-speaking chapter, which has like, I would say, for me, for my business, more interesting members, which are, for example, do their business in US, in UK, in different markets, for example, like you. And
hearing more about that later.
Exactly. And so I was really excited about that. So immediately when I heard about it, I wanted to visit the chapter and really know the people. So the first meeting of Prague Bridges, where I was as a substitute, it was on Tuesday. And on Wednesday was another meeting. And this time I was living in Pilsen, not in Prague. And I have to like wake up around 4 a.m. in the morning to just get in the room in Prague from Pilsen. So on Tuesday, I basically wake up around 4, go to train at 5 or something like this. And I have to travel like 2 hours to hour and a half to Prague. We just visit the first meeting. And in the first meeting, in the breakfast, before actually like the meeting started, I heard about the English-speaking chapter, which was like another day on Wednesday. So I was so excited about it. And also after the meeting, itself, I was really interested in BNI. So I just said, hey, this is really a great idea, and I want to visit also the other chapter. So I was coming back on Tuesday around like 5 p.m. After the meeting, after I traveled from Prague back to Pilsen. So I was so excited. I have so much like numbers of businessmen or entrepreneurs or just owners of companies, and I wanted to basically more of these.
Yeah.
I wanted to meet
hooked.
more. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to meet more people, I would say.
Yeah.
So next day, I also wake up just around like 4 a.m. Went once again on the train at 5 and come back to English-speaking chapter, First Diamond. And there, I just immediately fall in love with the energy of the meeting. And also your energy, because it was
I was gonna say, someone's running the energetic meetings. No.
yeah, exactly. It was like so amazing. It hooked me up crazy. It was crazy for me. So I was really interested, and I was considering like joining it, but at the time I didn't have so much information. So I would say I wait for a little while, and after that I was invited as a substitute once again after like 2 weeks, because the guy which I was substituting for was living or is living somewhere around Brno.
Yeah.
So for him it's like 3 or 4 hours to just go in Prague. So for me it was like 2.
Yeah. Easy.
yeah, much easier, I would say. So at the time I was on like a second meeting for him, and I think around that time it was like a middle of September. In the 13th it was a national convention.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah, it was amazing experience.
You weren't a member yet on national convention.
No, I wasn't. I think I was considering like joining it.
Yeah.
And I joined like next week, maybe in 2 weeks or something like this.
Yeah.
So I was really into it. And also the national convention was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, 100 people or something.
Yeah, I think 130 or something. Yeah, first national convention, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
So I think I joined like after a week or 2.
Very nice. Very nice.
To First Diamond.
And our chapter members know, but Jan is actually one of the highest contributors in our chapter, so he's very humble about himself.
I hate
but
it.
and I'm here to call it out. But Jan, you joined in the chapter. You started contributing like crazy. We all love having you in the chapter. But you also took a leadership role. Can you tell a little bit more about your role in the leadership team?
Yeah. So about the role, it basically started like I heard that you and Simon, which is vice president, you're president of the chapter. I heard that you have like so much work around it, and basically like I was like, yeah, I can help. Also, I can like level up a little bit in their faces and their eyes. So it was like a natural step for me, I would say. So I took a role of visitor host, which is basically, I would say, guy which standing up or standing in a meeting in person. And waving and smiling on every person which come, and just handle a name text or something. So this is basically the role, and I love it. I just have to be like earlier, like half hour or something on the meeting in person, but it's also great. I can go on breakfast before it and also after the second time.
Yeah. I love that. Great. All right. Now, tell us a little bit more about your business. What is the biggest struggle you have at the moment?
Yeah, the biggest struggle. I mean, I'm struggling right now with, I would say, processes, because I do the entrepreneurship like really, really hard, or just enjoy it. So I'm trying to go as fast as possible in my business, and it's maybe really bad, I think, in some things, because I'm not really good at processes, and I see so much like mistakes, and I do so much mistakes because I don't have like the processes set it up or something. Yeah. So when I just, I would say, giving the work to my clients, I make like few mistakes. So it's just, I would say, some obstacle or something which I have right now.
Yeah. That's what we all do when we get started. That's totally understandable.
I have to slow down, I think.
Yeah.
In some things.
How you think, huh? Jan is the person who, when you have a one-to-one, he's like, I slept 3 hours, I slept 4 hours. I know you're young, but you gotta sleep a little more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have sleep deficits.
Yeah.
Yet.
Exactly.
So it's not that bad, I would say. Yeah. So.
Great. All right. So tell us a little bit more. Where is your business standing today?
Standing like which I would say.
Which level are you at the moment? Do you have employees? Are you just by yourself? What's going on in the business overall?
Yeah. So maybe I can start a little bit with history, or
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So I was started like 2 years ago on my high school when I discovered, or after my 18th birthday, I started with investing. But after like 2 months, I just discovered that this is really passive and it's really slow and it's like boring, I would say. So I discovered like entrepreneurship. I started with some basic things like dropshipping or something, and I come up to like social media manager or something like this, SMMA or something, and I stick to it. Right now it's like 2 years nearly, and first of all I was focused on videos, and after like a year I niched down just on YouTube. I was individual. I had a few, I would say, contractors, and in last I think the last 6 months, I basically finished my high school and I decided to go on entrepreneurship on full time. So in these like 6 months, I basically transfer, or a little bit transfer, from like individual, which has like one contractor or something, to individual, which is slowly going to agency finally. It's really slow and hard sometimes, but right now I have like around 5 contractors, different, which are focusing or video editing, timers, or different stuff.
Great.
So it's on the way.
It's growing, yeah.
Yeah,
it's growing crazy quick, I must say. 6 months is a really short amount of time to already talking about having an agency or building something like that. So
yeah.
It's something to be proud of, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm humble, but
yeah, still be proud.
yeah. I see just the mistakes in my past and mistakes which I make right now, and there is like in my eyes nothing which I can be proud of, really. So
staying humble.
I'm just trying to improve on every single things, but there's always some space to improve in.
Absolutely. I love that mindset. All right, now give us an example of a story from BNI, if it has been a great referral or an amazing one-to-one or a good connection that you've gained. What is one of those?
Okay, I will start with amazing one-to-one. I think one of the first one-to-ones which I had, which like one-to-one is basically like a meeting between 2 people which are trying to refer someone, or maybe first discover the business of the other people or the other person, and after that trying to like think about some refer which they could give to other person. So one of my first meetings was with Robin Petrasek, which does mortgages for in expats, and he really like showed me how to do the meetings, how to do one-to-ones, because he was prepared. He had like his own Notion template, which just was like prepared to really write it down, all of the information. And he showed me that the one-to-ones could be done like really structured to just come up to like some idea, some result of the one-to-one. So it was amazing. I think I didn't got any referrals from Robin at the time, but at all it was amazing one-to-one. In terms of like referrals, I would say the best referral is from US, when I am basically doing really hard just I would say search of different chapters. I'm joining different chapters to come up like to some referrals or something in US, and I got a really amazing referral for agency, which is focusing on scaling the other or the different agencies. So they are creating like lots of content there. So it was amazing referral for me. I got it like 3 months in BNI. So after 3 months, I think in like 3 months I got the referral, and right now I'm like 5 months in BNI, and I'm slowly getting the the money which I invested in the first place back. So like after 5 to 6 months, I will get all of the money which I invested in the first place back, and also some like more.
Some more, yeah. I love that. Yeah, that's one thing about BNI that people don't really realize, that it's not like that you come in. I mean, it happened to me, but it's a rare unicorn story. But it's not like the money comes right away. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That's what the founder says all the time. That BNI is a marathon, not a sprint. And when you realize that, it's easier to run the marathon and get the results in the end. But I absolutely love that. All right, Jan. Now, can you tell us more? Is BNI and the contacts from BNI in your everyday life, or is it just once a week on you? How do you benefit from BNI on an everyday basis?
Everyday basis, like in terms of like contacts or referrals,
anything
members.
that you would come in mind. Do you speak with some of our members daily? Is there friendships that has built from BNI? How is BNI affecting you in a daily life?
On daily life, basically like I already got some clients from BNI, so I basically.
That's a great effect.
Yeah, it's a great effect. So I'm contacted with them like on daily basis, maybe weekly basis. On daily basis, I would say I just going to different one-to-ones all around the world. So I'm also improving my English and everything. So on daily basis, in the evening, I'm trying to go like to different chapters in US and UK and get some one-to-ones and get some referrals. So on daily basis, I basically communicate with whoever I want, I think, from all around the world. Basically, thanks of like the connections which BNI gives me.
Yeah, that is something that I wish more people would take advantage of.
Yeah,
It's definitely
exactly.
something. I know you and I are really good at it, but there's a lot of people who are lacking still that skill. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Exactly. Because when you are BNI, you can basically contact whoever you want, and then you have like
300,000 plus people who you can contact just by saying, "Hey, I'm part of BNI," and they just answer to you. I mean, it's really great.
Yeah, it's more likely when you are expanding with your business.
Exactly,
it's amazing thing.
Exactly. All right, Jan, great. All right, give us, in your opinion, what is the one key thing for an effective networking?
One key thing, I would say, listening.
Ooh. Tell us more.
Yeah, I would say listening, like to really just shut up and listen to the other person's business, and not just like one ear there, one ear out, but really like listen and think
Actively
about it.
Listen,
Actively, like this, because when you're listening and you're already like thinking about someone or someone who could like help the other person, or just someone who could like benefit from the other person, it's the great power.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, also in like terms of networking, I discovered, I think yesterday when I had one-to-one with Marek Vesely, I just mentioned really a specific person in the field, and I like in 1 minute I already had contact on the person in the field.
That is the best
thing.
So
the other thing, or the second thing which I mentioned, is really like to be as specific as possible in like networking terms.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. When you drop a name and you happen to get a contact right away from the person, it feels like, wait, how did that just happen? I've been thinking about how do I get a connection to that person, and now it just happened just because I opened my mouth and said a name. So yeah, that definitely is a great key to give. All right, now Jan, I am curious. You have been an entrepreneur only for 6 months, so this is gonna be a full time. Yes, fair. But give us, what is the biggest thing you've learned about being an entrepreneur?
Oh my God.
The biggest one.
All right. So I'm entrepreneur just 6 months. So like on full time. But I would say everything will come to the end, I think. Like everything will have some result, good or bad. but it will end. So also like periods of just nightmare, which I came through like past few months, it will end every time, and something different will start, I think.
Absolutely.
So even if it's like hour, minute, few days, a month of just nightmare,
or a
just
year
great.
for some people.
yeah, exactly. It's great.
There is light in the end of the tunnel.
yeah. I just every time when I go something like through something, I just thinking like, yeah, it will end. It will result in something, and something different will like start after that.
I love that. I love that. All right, now share us, how has your business changed ever since you joined BNI?
Yeah, okay. My business has changed a lot, I think. I got like 40%, 30 to 40% of new business after I joined BNI. So I increased my revenue, my income, and also I would say the network itself. First of all, in summer of 2024, I didn't have anyone in my network. I maybe knew like few people which were starting with me, young guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them, but they are also in the same like level as me.
Same level, yeah.
And I'm not really like able to, I would say, benefit from the contact itself. So I really increased the network which I have right now. First of all, one of the reasons why I joined BNI was that I wanted to be in the room with the people, because in the room is there like so amazing people there, which has like amazing
Very
connections
advanced
around there. Yeah. So one of the reasons was the network itself. The network really increased, and I'm able to. First of all, I have like contacts here in Czech Republic, mostly in Prague, but also all around the world, thanks to BNI.
Yeah, very true, very true. All right, and what is the goal for 2025 in your company?
Right now, the goal, I would say, I didn't plan anything. Last few weeks, I didn't have any time for it, but the goal is to really get the business going on the bigger scale and transfer from individual, which just all of the time doing the exact job and isn't really good at it after like just so much hours in it, no like space to just I would say have some free time. So,
keep some hats away, not wearing all the hats.
Yeah, exactly. I need to do it. So transfer the business to agency and really expand to I would say US or UK in my.
Very nice, very nice. And lastly, Jan, what should our listeners remember you by, and what's something that you want to leave them off with so that they will remember who you are and what you do?
One thing to remember me, I would say, if you are lost in the, I would say, ocean of YouTube, ocean of the videos, and you are not really able to just get the clients from it, you can contact me, you can reach to me, and I would love to help you. First of all, with everything around YouTube. That's one thing. I'm your YouTube guy.
I love that. Yeah, Jan absolutely is a great guy to contact if you need any help with videos, or if you want to start on YouTube, absolutely, he's your guy. But on top of that, if you just want to have a really insightful one-to-one, which again, as Jan mentioned earlier today, is just having a conversation with an individual like we're having today, but without the cameras and microphones and everything. So that's absolutely something that I would say. If you ever are curious about starting YouTube, or can you really make money out of it, or is it better for my business? He's your guy. Amazing. Thank you, Jan, so much for sharing your BNI story with us. And we're looking forward for the next episode when we're going to talk about you as a person more.
Yeah, happy to be here. See you in the next one.
See ya.